There we go. It's not going to turn down for you guys at home, but I don't care. Don't give a fuck. Alright, hello. Welcome back to Ace Attorney. Got Lauren here again. And I have me baby here. And I can't move this up and down again. Because it's a whole new thing. It will smack me. December 27th, 10 AM, District Court. Room number 5. Oh yeah, it's all calmer again, isn't it?
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well, apparently the prosecution is also ready.
Who is the judge here, anyway?
Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well, no opening statement, so...
Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking.
Right, of course.
A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. When I did the Twitch reso, this is one of the things I remember. We actually timed it, and it was about 2 minutes and 40 seconds, and that was with me reading and cracking jokes.
Order! Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now?
Bah. Must you question everything? We didn't do a lot of things today. We had to leave a couple of things to the last minute because we were busy. It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now.
Right.
I call my witness, my decisive witness, to the stand. It's that mysterious boat shop owner.
They took our nerves.
Witness, state your profession.
Wet noodle on a garlic. I was read both.
The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct?
Yep, I was. Take the germ. Take the germ. Take the germ.
Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who the old guy is. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah. I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right.
The witness will state his name. I'm not really sure. Yep. What do you need? I don't remember.
Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name.
He can't recall, you say?
Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify.
Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we, witness?
The night of the murder.
I don't know what I mean. Yep. I mean, what's going on here? I don't remember both of you.
What? I'm a crazy old man. What do you expect?
And bang! Yep. And I look out the window, I saw a boat just below and floating in that lake.
That tastes normal. Hmm? But now you can tell the difference, can't you? I think that's what might have been where you mixed mine up. Because obviously it's like frozen crystals and that. That's alright. I'm trying to voice act. Feeding me. God, women always in the kitchen trying to feed you. What happened to feminism, huh? Huh? Just because World War III's starting doesn't mean you can get in the kitchen now. Too late.
When I looked out the window, I saw a boat floating on the lake. Yeah, not bad. Come out in the boat, come out short, man, what about my window? Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. Fuck's sake.
There is nothing to question about the witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That took over 3 minutes, I'd say, because say it took. Give it a benefit of it took 2 minutes for us to get to him saying it will take 3 minutes. We're on 7 minutes now, which means it would have been 5 minutes. Oh, okay, here comes the aeroplane. Women. Judge your verdict now.
Yes, Mr. Wright.
What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness.
Very well, you may begin.
He had a stroke.
Excuse me, Miss Von Karma.
3 minutes just passed.
I see. Well, just to take our time. We cross-examine the witness.
Poor Von Karma.
You don't want to admit that.
So it was Christmas. Just after midnight, you say?
Hey, how you want, man?
Are you sure?
Pretty sure, yeah.
When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today.
Objection!
I asked him, and he remembered. Isn't that right?
Don't look at me like that. I remember it clearly. I did. Yep.
You see. Continue. Is there anyone who can verify that?
Well, I guess part of good.
That's not good enough for a court of law.
Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough?
You're on a... This poly is a... They've highlighted it in red. You know this game already and well enough to know, don't you, Lauren? Anything highlighted in red is important. Why the fuck is the parrot important? Hang on. The parrot's a fucking evidence clue. Are we gonna have the parrot on the stand?
A parrot? Don't be the keep butt. Thief.
The prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. The shopkeeper's son. He thinks that Phoenix is the son. Witness, please continue. I shall now tickle Lauren. Fuck you.
Yep. They took our job. They took our job. They took our job. They took our job.
I don't have to explain they took our jobs.
No,
We're not that old.
that one's South Park episode.
Multiple South Park episodes.
Oh, you know when them people come from the future?
Yeah, there's other ones as well, like where they all finally get jobs they all became like Alexas, redneck Alexas. It's really funny.
Oh, like I figure.
Are you certain?
Help!
Good. Continue. Was there someone in the boat?
Yeah, clearly. I feel a new man out there.
But you couldn't see them clearly?
Hey, by the time it is.
At the time? So you had 2 gunshots total?
Help!
That's what Lotta said about their testimony yesterday. By your window?
Hey, right by my window, outside the window, my little Jack.
And could you see the man's face?
Well, probably not. It could be right here in front of me. I saw him. This is a rather important detail. Please understand testimony.
Actually, apparently that's how he laughs. Apparently that's how he laughs. So again, all I'm imagining is
Calm down, mate.
I have a bad feeling about this. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad!
There, Gabe. Yeah, I can't believe they did. You were talking about them.
That's not good. Proves Edgeworth's guilty, but he can't be. Witness. Are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth?
Yeah, that is what I fell over. This sounds like decisive indeed. I see no room for doubt.
On Karma, he lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall.
Oh, Nick, I don't know the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us.
I better act quick, or this trial's going to be over. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand on the gun? The photograph showing the man firing with his left hand. Exactly. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fought. So he wipes his prints out. I'm gonna put my other hand on there. That's gonna work. Shut the fuck up. If he's clever enough to wipe his prints off, he would wipe it off of both hands, and that would have secured his guilt anyway. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true. Judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Objection! Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, "I can't believe he's dead." But his word is all we have. If we were telling a lie...
Fuck off.
Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof.
Nick, do we have have evidence.
It's no good. There's nothing I can do.
Are you sure?
To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore.
Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you.
3 minutes was perhaps too high an exception. However, 50... That's fucking cool!
What?
I mean, it says 16 right now, but we're about the time that it came up as 15 minutes. There was 15 minutes on the stream clock.
Oh.
I doubt... I'm pretty sure that's a coincidence, but, you know. 15 minutes. Oh, more ice cream. 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record.
Enough. The witness may leave the stand. This court sees no reason to further prolong this trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts.
What? No.
Huh. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, guilty. The accused was sent to court immediately to be held pending trial at higher court within a month from today's
I think I might have fucked up.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Well, fuck. Oh. Wait!
Who was that just now?
Me! Huh? What?
It's Larry!
Now, if you don't remember in the last episode, it's always funny to see Larry. He gets me every time. Every single time Larry gets me. And that's because if you don't remember, in the last episode, or it might have been the episode before, we found out that Larry was the cause of Gordy. So if something smells, it's usually the butts. Rain's very true. So now Larry's a surprise witness.
What are you doing here?
Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park on the night of the... What is my voice? Sounds like I'm trying to do a really bad Christopher Walken impression. It does though, don't it? I wasn't even trying to. I was there in the park on the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remembered it.
Remembered what?
The gunshot. I heard it too. I can't decide on his voice. I might just give him a regular voice like I do with Phoenix, because I can't be asked.
Order!
What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been declared. I call for an adjournment.
One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So, you say you heard a gunshot?
Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night.
I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something that he said was different from what I remember. Anywho, I just can't sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify.
Oh, have more ice creamy.
Yeah, I just can't.
Thank you, Mother.
Order! Well, this is the first time something like this has happened in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed.
Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over.
This is it. Larry's given us one final chance.
She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse.
Mr. Edward was just declared guilty. It doesn't get any worse.
You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there is another witness, it's our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned.
allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to provide an inaccurate verdict.
That is not your duty. Your duty is to provide. Is to prevent. I thought you said provide. Okay.
To prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistakes been made, every witness should be heard.
What is this?
I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now!
What?
The court will adjourn for 5 minutes recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned.
Fucking legend. December 27th, 10:28 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Whew. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. Huh. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry Pad's saying there.
Oh, Larry was at the lake that night.
Yes. He said he went looking for the Steel Samurai balloon that flew into the lake.
Oh, right. And you found that balloon and the air tag that night.
Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? Huh? You say something, right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Hmm?
Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
Huh? What's that?
Why are your fingertips on the murder weapon?
Ew. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I'm Edgeworth. I suck massive amounts of cock. Logic chess. Yes, exactly like that. That's the exact reason. Thank you for giving me instructions. Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to its success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right?
That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth.
Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now. Going back in. December 27th, 10:35 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3.
Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th.
Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right and it's about this being our big break. Night of the murder.
That night I was out on the boat on the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back into the rental shop dock. That was just when I was thinking about going home. I heard a bang. I looked over the boat. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honour.
What's wrong, Nick?
It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared.
Well, you've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick.
The night of the murder.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright?
There's so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin.
Ah,
Well, okay, first of all, what time was it?
it was after 11 when I went out on the boat. By that time, everyone had gone home for the night. So I'm waiting until the coast was clear, so to speak.
And why were you out on the boat at such a late hour? Oh.
Yeah. Mr. Butts, what was it that you were looking for?
What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy. That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense. This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with. I wonder what time was that?
Well, let's see. I think I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12, yeah. You're not sure? Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay?
People use watches these days, Larry. Where did the sound come from?
Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know.
Did you look at the lake?
Yeah, I looked.
Wasn't there a boat out on the lake? Hello, Zekrom Abstract. I can English very well today.
Order! Order! Well, Mr. Butts. Whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not even sure whether there was a boat out there or not.
Okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case. So, you only heard one bang, correct?
Yeah.
Well,
It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess you should start working on the contradictions. Oh, okay, so what do I present? Oh, I was looking for something and I found it. I know what I'm presenting. Oh, wait, no, I don't. It wouldn't have been the Gordy thing. I'm gonna try this. No. Oh, okay. This case is amazing. I completed all the Ace Attorney games, but this case is still one of my favourites. It's a very good case. I love this case, but I can't remember what I'm doing. I can't remember what I was doing. So... He mentioned Gordy. Shall I mention? Oh, he slandered. The witness's statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, but I can see.
I've completed the first one. I'm working on the second one now, but I'm recording the first one with my girlfriend at the moment. Oh no, that wasn't right. I saw him slam down his hands. Yeah, I haven't got very far. You didn't see a boat. Right. See, this is another one where you mentioned the time. When I went out on the boat. I don't remember if I got home for the night. Second one is the worst one of the trilogy, but the last one, the last case is perfect. Yeah. Right, so it was after 11. What's this say? Let's see. About an hour, so I guess it was around 12. There we go. So it has to be this. It has to be about hearing the bang. Please. No, it's not. I don't want to Google it. I've done this before. No, I'm gonna save it just in case, because it just boots you to the main menu. We've come so far. Yeah, well, the only two that I saw at the time was this one and another one. Right, so present. This one talks about the time, so. No. We've got one more chance. Yeah, that's the other time one. What? That's a metal detector, you dum-dum.
Oh,
You're so silly. Ow. Bully. Bullying me. Ow. 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 Play the trilogy in Spanish because, well, I'm Spanish. And the objection voice of Uncama sounds like Wario. I need to hear that. Oh, and that's the last one. We failed. We failed. Edgeworth is guilty. Fuck. Okay. I do want to hear Spanish Wario. I do want to hear that. So I am going to hear Spanish Wario. Where's the language? Oh, I have to go to the main menu. Let's see. Language, here we go. What? Spanish ain't there? Oh, I'm so sad. Yeah, I'm trying it. It's not there. Oh. Man, that is really depressing. I definitely am going to search that on YouTube though, because that does sound hilarious. Alright, Larry, witness, Ace, attorney. I'm not cheating. Shh. I'm not cheating. I'm not cheating, it's okay. I'm not cheating, it's okay. I very, very rarely look. Sixth statement. Okay. Let's count. It only has Spanish on DS games. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After I heard the single gunshot, I went home, is what this says. So now I present a lot of statement. Wait a sec, Larry.
What?
You only heard one bang? You sure?
That's what I said.
But Miss Slaughter Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention to all to were you paying attention at all to what they said? I don't think that will work. Yo, Nick, please! Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? Okay, Larry.
Mr. Butts,
What?
you only heard 1 gunshot? Are you sure?
Well, I'll tell you the truth, I'm not sure.
Huh?
Not sure? How can you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude. With my headphones. What? Harry, why?
Order! Order! And stop that booing!
Can I send the link of the video of all the Ace Attorney voice so you can see it? Yeah, actually, I'll save that onto my phone. Send that link, boy. What time is it? We'll 10 minutes. There we go. Hopefully it'll come up. I don't know how that works.
Mr. Butts, you are listening to the radio on your headphones?
Yeah, so what? Is that a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal?
Mr. Von Karma, your opinion?
Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony.
Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue his testimony?
Your Honor, please. Please allow the witness to continue his testimony.
Bah. Nothing is more pitiful than a liar who doesn't know when he's lost.
Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and make sure to include the right details. Like your radio.
Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if I were you. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to our request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud like. But I'm sure I heard the gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too.
You were listening to your radio at a high volume?
Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem is. Oh, okay, it doesn't work. Oh well.
Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from a radio.
True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony.
Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot.
Excuse me? DJ?
An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio? Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between the songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. Lauren's deep in thought.
Barbie or something.
Yes, there was a gunshot from the lake.
No.
I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honour.
Very well, Mr. Wright.
I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. What Larry heard. Alright. So, you turned on the radio? Right. I just want to hear someone's voice, you know. I don't know what it's like out there alone on Christmas Eve. Alone. I shouldn't have said anything. Do you by any chance remember the name of the program you're listening to? This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor.
Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio, that's all we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Butts, how loud was your radio set to that night?
Real booming loud?
Yeah, you know.
And you had headphones on?
Yep.
I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all.
But I'm sure I heard that gunshot.
Can you prove that?
No, of course you can't. I can't prove it. I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back clear to me, you know. What did she say?
Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us?
Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow this question only if you see some reason why we should care.
See, now, I don't think they do this in the game, but this is my reasoning. If they find, this is towards the radio station, well, if they find the radio station and what was exactly said, they could find a transcript. They could get a warrant, go to the radio station and get a transcript of the night, because they would have a transcript or like a backup for it, and take it and then do a timing on it and see if it all lines up to what the witness is saying. Like, that's why it's useful, because it can prove that Larry is telling the truth. Obviously, this game doesn't go into that much detail, but you know, I love Von Karma. I don't know what you're talking about. The Von Karma family is my favourite family. Lauren doesn't really like that because one of the Von Karmas is a girl. So the Von Karma family is my favourite family. I think, from my knowledge, there's only 2 Von Karmas in the series. Manfred and his daughter. You've met Manfred. We should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask them?
Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when he heard the gunshot?
You've played Investigations too?
Logic chess!
Yes, I haven't played it. I've seen gameplay of it, and I'm looking for it. I'm looking for a copy of it for my DS. Because, God, fucking Edgeworth, man. He's great. I love Edgeworth. I love Edgeworth. Just when she said, hey, it's almost Christmas. Oh, hang on. Almost Christmas. Let's look at this. I heard two sounds like gunshots after midnight. Says Lotta. That's after midnight. But almost Christmas means it was still Christmas Eve. It was before midnight. That's a contradiction.
So maybe...
Let's try it. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct?
Huh? What's in the face? You look scary, dude. If you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy.
Is something wrong? Is something the matter, Mr. Wright?
This is not... Could you stay up? Thank you.
Is something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor.
Did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas, when he heard the gunshot.
Indeed, and...
Oh, wow. Sorry.
Order! Order in the court! I'm holding you in contempt of court. You are loud as all shit.
Wow, mean. I did say bless.
Oh yeah, bless you as well.
Thank you.
Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realise what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve.
That would seem to be the case, yes.
But that contradicts the 2 testimonies we've heard so far, Your Honour. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was all ready. Christmas. Phoenix, perfect logic. Phoenix has perfect logic, always. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor.
Order! What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, the witness says he had a gunshot before midnight.
Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious.
What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butts' claim that he heard a gunshot before midnight?
Larry's right. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight.
Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here. There was 2 gunshots, correct? Everyone's saying there was 2. But if there was only 2 gunshots, how do you explain the gun was fired 3 times? You can't explain that. It must be. This is my evidence.
The murder weapon?
Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now have I realised the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight.
Order! I guess that would make sense of yesterday's testimonies.
Bah. You waste our time again with your empty statements. Yes, the pistol was fired 3 times. But do you have any proof it was fired before midnight? Do you have any proof that the witness didn't just think he heard something?
Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Do you have evidence that proves there was a gunshot before midnight?
Which we do, and Lauren, you're beautiful for this. Because I don't know if you remember, but earlier you were saying, oh, I wonder, with Larry's one, I wonder if Lotta's photo's important. You know, the blank one she gave us. Yeah. What's proof? Because before midnight there wasn't a boat there, which is what Larry said. I bet he heard a gunshot. What is the proof that there was a gunshot before midnight? Lotta's camera.
Do you have evidence that proves Mr. Butts just wasn't just hearing things?
Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. Why my eyes get so red? What the hell was on Joey's head? This is where I grew up. Lauren's looking like a slut. This was taken by a witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with an automatic camera. The timestamp on this photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m.
Oh, yeah. But there's nothing on the lake in this picture.
Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It's why this photograph exists at all.
What do you mean?
Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. The camera was set to go off in the response of loud noises.
Aha!
Correct. There was a loud noise in the lake at 11:50 p.m. This is why this photograph was taken. In other words, there was a gunshot at the time that Larry claims.
Order! That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen on the night of the lake.
Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots, separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight.
Why? I ask you. Why? Uh-oh, I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshot separated by 25 minutes? Ah! I have it! I have it!
Huh?
Remember the case with the Steel Samurai?
Yeah, of course
The murderer in this case has the same idea. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. Maya, if we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn the Edgeworth's guilty. The body was moved. The body was. If you remember the Samurai case, the victim went to kill D. Vasquez. Vasquez pushed him off the thing and he ended up dying, so she dragged him to Studio 2. She moved the body. This is what must have happened in this case as well. The body's been moved. He was killed beforehand. I've got a hunch and I'm going to run with it.
Right, I mean, is this safe?
Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay?
Right.
Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright?
Testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. We're gonna wait and we're gonna keep going until the end of this actual case bit. Okay?
What do you mean, Mr. Wright?
So, you'll finally realize the truth. Von Karma touching his arm is a very good clue, I think. Shh! Spoilers! She doesn't know! There can be no other murder here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the only other man on that boat.
I admit it's hard to imagine any other possibility.
Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright?
We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on this photo says 0015. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. Yep, just checking my mic was working. Always have to check these things. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain on the two men on the boat were Edgeworth and the murderer. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth.
What? Are you serious?
Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now that Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well, that's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place.
I'm not sure what to make of all this.
Ludicrous.
Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then.
The murderer's name? Right, it's... Actually, I don't know the murderer's name.
You don't know?
Bah. Again, you waste my time.
I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one that killed Robert Hammond.
The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats in the lake then.
Why would he have to go why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat?
What? Well then, where did the murder take place?
Should judge where the murder really took place. Please be in there. Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing.
Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime?
Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night he was out on the lake in the boat searching for something. He finds it and returns to the boat. Just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honour, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very close by. And where would that have been if he had just returned a boat?
The boat shop.
The boat shop.
Mr. Wright, what happened that night on God Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning.
Yes, Your Honour.
Nick, are you sure about this?
Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and there's nothing there. Assuming me. Oh no, it's fine.
Alright.
The reason Von Karma always won the case is because he spoke so slowly that the lawyer fell asleep and couldn't refute him. Yep. I take it slow. Might be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. This was around 11:50. That was when That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. And then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake.
Then who fired the pistol at the boat, Mr. Wright?
Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice, but both missed Edgeworth on purpose.
Wait a minute.
Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details.
Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice.
I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honour.
Create a witness?
The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps into the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him.
I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other.
The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw the attention of the boat. Once you realise that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body and threw the body into the lake. This is what really happened, Your Honour. These are the events that transpired that night in God Lake.
Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly. Very well. While we are waiting on the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense said?
Yes.
Well, why did you go to the lake that night?
What writers said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve.
He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was.
Your Honor, sir!
Where you left, we're conducting a trial here. I say remain quiet.
The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat ship either, sir.
What?
What should I do?
Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared.
A search warrant has already been issued.
Goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just always that shop caretaker. I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned.
Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict.
What about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out.
Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time.
I know what you mean.
Hey, Edgeworth.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Did you say something?
Probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smash the little relax.
I'm sorry. But I fear it's not over for me just yet. What do you mean?
Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now, and I don't know whether or not to tell you.
Edgeworth?
No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but... I can't make up my mind.
What is this about, Edgeworth?
It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed.
A crime you committed?
A memory of a murder.
To be continued. Alright, that's gonna be it for this stream. For now. Yeah, the Ace Attorney streams are always about an hour because if we spend any more, we're scared it will get burnt out from it. Also, I've got to go home. I've got to go take my girlfriend home because I'm very, very sleepy. I hope you enjoyed the stream so far, and I hope you join us for the next one.